I'm up here to share my testimony with you. Yes, I'm going to be looking at this paper because I'm really nervous right now. Majority of you know what I've been going through, which has been a real tough test to prove my faith has never failed with God. I've gone through so much that I feel I need to share my story with you. I know everybody goes through rough times, but it's good to hear inspirational stories that you can learn from. In the month of April, my husband and I found out I was pregnant, and eventually I had to quit my job. Living off one income was hard, however we managed. In August 2012, a personal matter happened with my husband, and I at that point was a single pregnant mom. Not having an income at all caused me to lose my apartment and have my car repoed. When everything happened the way it did, I didn't know what to do or think. I became very angry and questioned God. Why would you put me through this, knowing I'm not working, pregnant, and have my son to take care of as well? What did I do to deserve this? I felt like giving up because my husband nor I didn't expect any of this to happen. I spoke to close friends here at Livewire and, of course, my family in regards to my situation, and the advice and words of wisdom was what I needed to hear. The one thing that I was told that stayed in my head was, April, God never promised us a perfect life. Everyone has ups and downs, and right now God's testing your faith, so don't give up. Keep reading His Word and know things will work out. When you're going through rough moments, you really don't want to hear things like that, because what goes through your mind is, you have not or aren't going through my situation to understand what I'm feeling. But I listened to the advice anyway, and when I did my Bible study and prayed to God, I told Him, I'm giving you my problems and putting them in your hands. When I did that, I felt like a big weight came off my shoulders. I found a place to stay, which was a great blessing. Then the car I'm driving at the moment breaks down twice in one day to where nothing will get it to start. The second time it broke down, it was pouring rain, and my windows were down and wipers stopped working. I couldn't see where I was going, so I swerved to the side and got up on a curb to be out of the way. At that moment, I put my face in my hands and just cried, asking God to help me get through it. By the end of that day, my car was towed to my dad's, and due to the wonderful, blessed friends and family I have, we figured out what was wrong with my car, and it was fixed the next day. In the meantime of this happening, I'm trying to look for a job, being pregnant. I had gone to 2 interviews and never got calls back, which I know is due to the fact of my pregnancy, high liability, and my due date is due in the busy season when they need me. I kept reading the Bible, stayed positive, and kept going. Then I found out the place my son and I were staying at, the association denied me due to having a child and one on the way. They really don't like children around. I prayed about it and told God to please provide me a safe place, because going to a shelter, I would go crazy and be depressed all the time. As the waiting game to find a new place is going on, the amazing Livewire ladies threw me a beautiful, never-to-forget baby shower, which I wasn't expecting, but God was providing and letting me know He's there and not to give up. From that being said, God then provided me a place to stay, which is with my mother. I'm also taking care of my husband's personal issues on top of everything and having to play the waiting game on that as well. I joined a co-op program at a store, which is where I work 2 days a week, and instead of receiving a paycheck, I receive an in-store credit to get baby items that I need. I transferred my son's schooling and applied for the after-school scholarship program to have the price lowered. I also applied for government assistance and had been waiting on a response to see if I get approved or denied. I also took my car to a free car care service held at First Baptist, where they provided certain car maintenance on my vehicle. They let me know all 4 tires needed to be replaced because they are bad, which I know that, but I don't have the money to replace it. What I can tell you, if you're going through a rough time and do nothing about it to help yourself and the situation improve, how do you expect God to bless you? If you just sit there and expect things to be handed to you and for people to feel sorry for you, good luck, because that won't get you anywhere. All the trying God saw me do, He provided. I not having a job has been answered. The place I do co-op at, the owner offered me a job, and of course I accepted it. The after-school scholarship program approved me. The government assistance approved me as well, and the car care I attended called me 2 weeks ago in reference to my tires and said I needed to take my car to a certain place, which I took care of Monday, and they paid to have my tires changed. Talk about God working miracles every day. This right here is a true blessing of a miracle He did in my life. The best blessing to top it all is my husband. I'm sorry. It's my husband's personal issue got taken care of, and he's back home with my son, and I will be here, thankfully, to see the birth of our baby. God says He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And this right here is proof of how awesome He is. And my situation is above and beyond a perfect example of never losing faith and giving it all to God, that He will keep His word. Sorry, I can't read it. And take care of those He loves, whether we see it or not. I hope my testimonial is proof that with God on our side, nothing is never too much to bear. Thank you, Livewire family, for all your support. You are all such a blessing, and God bless you.